Hi everyone, here is the next lesson on my series of English vocabulary. I am not going to waste any further time because I have a lot of words from the letter H and I have selected a lot of roots as well. So I'm straight away going to jump into it. I am going to see all of your comments and once I check them, in my next lesson, I'm going to be answering all of your other questions. Okay, starting with H. The first root that I have is hap or HAP, which means by chance. So hap means by chance, and the words that I have used here are haphazard, which means unplanned, or hapless, which means unlucky. So haphazard and hapless are two words. I really like these words. I think you should use these words. For instance, I use the word haphazard a lot, where I say everything in my life is going haphazard right now, where I don't know where is what and what am I doing. So haphazard is basically unplanned, and that's how you use it. Use both of them in a sentence and share your examples with me, and I'll tell you if they work or if they don't. Moving on, Helio or Heli. Okay, Helio or Heli, which of course means the sun. The words that I found here were aphelion and perihelion. So aphelion and perihelion. Now these, of course, if I have to give you the exact meaning, which I found online, aphelion basically is a point on the orbit of any celestial body that is farthest from the sun, and the point on the celestial body that is nearest to the sun is the perihelion. So okay, this is a little too technical. I don't know if you would actually be using these terms anytime in the future, but anyone who can share more words using this root is most welcome to do it. Moving on, hetero, which means literally it means other. The words that I have used are heterodox, which means unconventional, and heterogeneous, which means consisting of dissimilar elements. So every society is a heterogeneous society because there are people of different kinds. Even every classroom is a heterogeneous classroom because there are kids of every kind. Everybody's personality is different, everybody looks different. So we live in a heterogeneous world, so to say. Heterodox, to get a little deeper into the meaning, heterodox means not conforming with the set standards or beliefs of the society. So somebody who is unconventional, somebody who is unorthodox, somebody who is a non-conformist, who says that बाहर में जाए दुनिया, मेरे को जो करना है मैं वही करूँगा या मैं वही करूँगी, that sort of a person is a heterodox person, or that sort of a mentality or that sort of a viewpoint becomes a heterodox viewpoint. Homo, which basically here becomes the opposite of hetero. So if something is homogeneous, it's uniform. But if something is heterogeneous, it is consisting of dissimilar elements. So homo basically it means same. So when you homogenize something, you make it uniform or you try to make it similar. So homogenization of anything is basically trying to make that thing similar. For instance, a homogenized society. A society, it's a myth. A society really cannot be a homogenized society. We think that today with the modern civilization, every city looks the same. So today's homogenized society and the kind of development that we have achieved, it ensures that every city kind of looks the same. So homogenized basically is to make everything look similar or uniform. Yeah. Homo also has another meaning, which means man. So Homo sapiens, right? So that's what Homo here stands for, man also. So the word here that I've used is homicide. You remember homicide, which is the act of unlawfully killing another human being. And side was also the root that we had used long back when we were talking, when we were still at the letter C. So what was the meaning of the root side? And we had used words like patricide and regicide at that point of time. So look back at those lessons, try to remember the meaning, and then you can figure out. So let's say, just assume that in your exam, hypothetically speaking, if you would have got a question where you had to find out the meaning of homicide, you knew the meaning of homo, this root, you knew the meaning of the root side. So the act of guessing a meaning becomes easier. And when you're sitting for your competitive exams, knowledge of all of these roots, I think it's really beneficial. Moving on, HYDR or hydro, which means water. And the words, of course, extremely simple, very, very simple. Hydrate, which means to cause to take up water. When you're hydrating something, that you're making that thing consume more water. Dehydration, on the other hand, is the process of removing water from something. Yeah, so it's the exact opposite. Hyper is again excess or too much. Hypo is too little or under. So these are the two roots that I'm taking together. Hypo is too little, hyper is too much. So somebody who's hyperactive means that person is too active, like too much energy. Like Kareena Kapoor's character in the movie Jab We Met was hyperactive. Hyperbole, and guys, this is not hyperbole or hyperbole. The pronunciation for this, you can look it up online, is hyperbole. Hyperbole basically means an exaggeration. Again, hyperbole, hyper means too much, and bole, if you put this word together, hyperbole is, it basically denotes an exaggeration. For instance, when you say, अरे वहाँ पे तो इतनी ठंड पड़ी कि polar bears ने भी jackets पहने हुए थे. Obviously, that is not going to be true. So this is an extreme exaggeration, and therefore it's called hyperbole. Or, oh my God, I'm so hungry. I can literally eat like a horse right now. Obviously, you're not going to eat a horse, but it just denotes that you're very, very hungry. So to show this is how you use hyperbole. Okay, hypo, which is too less, the opposite of hyper. The word that I have used here, one is hypothetical, which means conditional, no way related to the root and its meaning. Second is hypochondria, which is also very, very interesting because hypochondria is a condition in which a person is inordinately worried about having a serious illness. So a hypochondriac, if somebody is a hypochondriac, it means that that person worries too much about his or her health. Like that person would be like, not just before every meal, but after every 5 minutes, that person wants to wash his or her hands. So we say, oh my God, you're a hypochondriac. Or if that person just sneezes once, and that person is like, oh, I may be sick, I need to be hospitalized. You don't have to be hospitalized if you just sneeze once. So somebody who's excessively worried about their health for no good reason, then that person is a hypochondriac. Okay. Again, both these words that I have used, hypochondria and hypothetical, they don't really go with the meaning of the root. So what I want you to do is to give me two pairs of words that are the opposites, where hyper and hypo are used. Okay. Like, no, okay, I just remembered a word, but I'm not going to tell you that word. So one word with hyper and the opposite of that should be with hypo. So where the meaning of the root becomes a little clearer. So give me these two pairs of opposites using hyper and hypo, and I will wait for your words, yeah? Okay, so with this, we end the alphabet H as well. So get all of these sorted, and I will come back with the next set of roots that start with the letter I. And we are still at I. We have a lot of other letters to go. I hope you're enjoying this course, guys, and I'm also waiting to hear from you where you use the new words that you have learned. So please share those anecdotes with me as well. I really look forward to hearing from you all. Thank you so much.